Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Welcome. We are live. Deep Path Podcast, episode 7. I have to think about it every week, but hey, I got it right. So here we are.
At the end of the day, you still had a dominant performance. You got 50-45 on 2 of the scorecards. So do you think that people need to start appreciating that domination? You know, okay, so you're not knocking him out, but it should still be respected.
Well, that's the thing is there was a time where people started hating Floyd Mayweather because he was so dominant. And Floyd his defense was so good, and he was just so good at what he did. We can agree on that. He was so good at what he did to where everyone's like, "Oh, that's boring. He's not just fighting because people want to see a bar fight." You know, we're risking our lives in there, and we've trained. What was the point of training each and every day, and then going there and just slugging around, and taking punches? You train to be able to make someone miss, to be able to control them in a certain way. That's what training is for. So you're not in there just taking punishment at will. And I do that better than anybody. And so whoever is saying that, they can say whatever they want. But I went out there, I kept working. I worked for 25 minutes. Even when we were up against the cage standing, I mean, I worked for 25 minutes. I gave him opportunities to where he could have got off the cage. But, you know, he was there, he was content staying there, and I kept working. And so whoever's saying that, they could say whatever they want. But come share the octagon with Jorge Masvidal for 25 minutes and let's see what you're going to say.
All right. What were your thoughts on the fight?
Usually, I'm not one to side with the fans to be like, "Oh, it was boring," when it was really a technical bout. But in this case, I can understand what fans are getting at. Yes, it was a dominant performance. Well, I mean, by the scores, you would say it's a dominant performance, but I didn't really care too much for the fight.
Won every round.
First round's questionable. You go look at that first round.
You won 4 rounds.
Yeah. I'm saying by the score. Yeah, you'll say it's a domination, but the way that he won the fight wasn't a domination if you think about it. Yes, he controlled the fight, but did he really do much? It went exactly how I said it would.
Jorge, yeah, you called it correctly. We have to applaud you for that. At the bottom.
Yeah.
But did Jorge do anything? Did George do anything?
Well, Jorge was tired after the first round. Midway through the first, you can see him tired. He said it was
about midway through the second.
he say second. I watched it closely again. He was done after midway through the first. Done. Yeah, he had other explosive points, but he really wanted to get it over and done with quickly, and Usman pretty much saw it coming. Even though Usman on the feet looked really sloppy, and that could be due to Jorge being slick. But if
he get caught with much, he got caught with a couple hands and some.
Bro, that first round, Usman was looking. It was pretty bad.
Got body kicked a lot.
Yeah, I'm talking about
hand-wise.
Even him trying to throw on Jorge, everything was just bad. He knew.
Oh yeah, him trying to do offense on the feet was crazy.
Bad. I haven't seen it look at that bad in a minute. I don't know if he was hurt. I don't know if he had like some injuries that he didn't want to mention, but something was off. And if Jorge came in with a full count, I think that fight would have went different.
I mean, that's what George is saying. So we'll probably see it at some point in time.
I doubt it.
They already said that Gilbert Burns is going to be next. So what does George do? What does Masvidal do from here?
He claims that. I'll say this, and then I want you to say how you feel about the fight. He claims that he wants another run at it, XYZ, but Jorge, his time for being a champion, like his run at being a champion, truthfully speaking, it's done. It's done, bro.
Oh.
How?
You say that? How can you say that?
Because, I mean...
He was literally just in a championship fight not even a whole full week ago.
Right, but
I'm saying... I'm to be champion.
But was he really deserving of that championship? Was he really deserving of that championship spot?
In a bubble of himself, like if you just looked at his fight, yeah, you could definitely judge and say that he's worthy of a fight for a championship fight. But compared to someone like Gilbert Burns or Leon Edwards, then you can't say that because you're talking about a 9-8 fight winning streak, and you're talking about a guy that's on a 4-fight winning streak that's killing everybody. So,
bruh, you wilding. People are. I love Jorge. I've been a Jorge fan for quite some time, but I gotta keep it a buck, dude. He beat Darren Till. Darren Till was coming off a loss already, wasn't he? Or was he coming off a win from Stephen Thompson? I think he was coming off a loss to Woodley.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to London, beat Woodley. Nobody thought he was. I mean, went to London, beat Till. Nobody thought he was going to beat Till that way, including me. That's cold.
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes against Ben Askren. Ben Askren's coming off a loss. Ben Askren's coming off a loss.
Oh my God!
Ben Askren's coming off a loss.
He beat the number 2 guy in the division, bro.
Who?
Darren Till.
He was number 2 at that time?
Yeah. Number 2, number 3, maybe at the lowest. That's why nobody expected him to win. It was such a mismatch as far as ranking.
So why did Darren Till accept the fight? He had nothing to win from that.
He was supposed to fight. Someone else, but it fell out, and George is one of those guys they just called up. I think George at the time was ranked like number 11. I want to say something like that. He was pretty lower in the ranking.
Who else could Darren Till have
expected Darren Till to just smoke him, but it didn't happen.
Okay, I'll take that. If Darren Till was ranked 2, then that's a big win. That's a big win for sure.
He just came off of the fighting for the belt.
Yeah, that's a big win. But then he goes and fight Ben Askren. Ben Askren lost. Pretty much was about to lose to Robbie Lawler. Pretty much, you can say it should have been a no contest at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
No contest bout, getting pieced up by Robbie Lawler, bloodied up. We saw it. Flying knees him to oblivion. Yes. Explosive knockout. And then he goes on to fight Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz, not his weight class.
He fought both of them? Damn. He fought both of them at the same time?
I was about to say Nick, but I said Nate. I was about to say Nick, but I got my words twisted. He fought Nate Diaz, not a 170 pounder. Just beat Pettis, but I mean, it's Pettis.
But he did beat him.
It's Pettis at 170.
Pettis beat Wonder Boy.
Shouldn't have. Didn't have won that. But, it's MMA math for you. Is that really a title run? Yes, Darren Till.
If you look at him as the individual, yes. If you look at him in a vacuum, yes. But compared to Leon Edwards or compared to Gilbert Burns, and no, you can say those deserve the bout before him.
Correct. So
Gilbert Burns was slated to fight, but he got COVID. So it makes sense for Jorge to step in.
No, I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking him filling in. I'm not knocking him saying that he shouldn't have been the one to get filled in. That's cool. I'm saying, how is he going to get another title shot? That's what I'm saying. That was his shot. How is he going to get another title shot when if Burns beat Usman, that's
one win.
If
win.
No,
they're already doing Burns and Usman next. If
right.
Jorge versus Edwards is the fight, and he beats Leon Edwards, he's getting another title shot.
If he beats Leon Edwards, it's a lot of ifs. Because if
that's one if, that's one singular if.
Here's another if. If Gilbert Burns, here's another if. If Gilbert Burns beat Usman, they running that fight back. They running that fight back, bro. That's
it depends on how he wins.
Regardless how he wins. Dana likes Usman.
He doesn't.
Dana does like Usman now. Dana likes Usman now. He hated him at a point in time, but now he likes. There's plenty of interviews of him saying he likes Usman now. Plenty.
That's because he's supposed to say that. He's supposed to say he likes the champion. You can't. He didn't
like Tyron Woodley. That was apparent.
Yes, but he also had times where when Tyron fights like that, he's the coldest dude. He's the best on the planet when he fights like that.
He likes Usman.
If Gilbert Burns goes out there and puts on a 50-45 against Usman is not getting a rematch.
They running that mud back 100%.
He is not getting a rematch.
100% they running that mud back.
You think Dana liked Robbie Lawler as a champion? He loved him as a champion. And Woodley knocked him out. There's no way for him to get a rematch, immediate rematch. If you win in a dominant fashion, if it's close, like Max and Volkanovski, if it's close, then yes, they might run it back. But
Joanna Young J chick got smoked in like 15 seconds. I'm exaggerating, but she got smoked by Rose, and they ran it back.
The longest reigning champion of the division, the longest reigning.
Bro, you putting extra asterisks in there. I'm telling you, if he likes him, he gonna give him a rematch.
Not about if he likes him. It's about if he's a long reigning champion, then yes, he would. But this is his second defense. He's not gonna do it for 2 defenses. If you're 11 defenses, 7 defenses, a large amount of defenses, then yes, you can justify that. But you can't justify if he gets smoked after 2 defenses. You can't justify it.
He's going to do that. He's going to do that for the simple fact that Usman has never looked like that before. If he got smoked and Usman has never, I mean, the most danger Usman been in for a while was against Emil Meek, like years ago. That was the most danger I've seen him in for quite some time.
He was only 30%, bro. He was only 30%.
Well, there you go. But I'm saying Usman doesn't find himself in trouble. Well, he was in trouble against Kobe. There's a few times he was rocked. But you know what I'm saying? He's not in danger often. So if Gilbert go out there and smoke him, he's running it back 100%. And that,
I agree. I think because this weekend, so George was just a huge draw, such a huge draw. If Gilbert goes in and smoke him, that would be the best thing for George because he's getting a shot. He did 1.3 million pay-per-view vibes, bro. That's like the most since Conor Habib.
That's a lot of factors, though, bro.
There is a lot of factors. There's no other sports. It was the whole hype of Fight Island. There are other factors, but you can look at the YouTubes and the views. George pulls in numbers, bro.
I've seen it.
So if Gilbert goes out there and smokes Usman, they're gonna want Jorge to fight for the title.
But you still gotta do Edwards and Masvidal. Masvidal still has to
do that.
Masvidal,
I want them to do that, but they don't have to do that.
So you saying he can
wait?
You said Masvidal can get another title shot after losing and not winning another bout?
Yes.
Heck no. Masvidal don't have to fight again till 2021, and Gilbert Burns and Usman fights again probably in 2021. Gilbert Burns wins, and they slide
this year. They'll fight this year.
This year. Usman and Gilbert.
Yeah.
It's highly unlikely.
Probably November or December.
We'll see. Bro,
we're talking about 5-6 months. They'll fight.
Okay.
Usman
But
has one fight.
I just seen today that Usman's on a 6-month suspension though. That's why I'm saying that.
Wait, he's on the 6-month suspension.
I just seen it on MMA, one of them MMA sites.
That's in Abu Dhabi. They're gonna take it to Vegas now, bro.
Regardless, cool. They fight in 6 months. They fight November, December. Gilbert wins. There's no way that they slide in Masvidal in another title shot and he hasn't strung together another win. They're not doing that.
They definitely could do that. I don't think they will, but they definitely could do that 100%. And it has been done before.
Therefore, I'm saying he has to string together another win.
One win.
Well, I'm saying put together. You forgetting Kobe Covington is still in the picture, bro. Kobe only lost. He ain't fought since.
Is he?
Is he? Yes, he is.
Yes, he lost and he hasn't fought since.
Right, but I'm saying he hasn't got an immediate rematch. I'm saying he has to fight again. He was upset that he didn't get another rematch because he hasn't fought since. They moving
much bigger draw than Kobe is,
bro. I don't care. He's not Conor draw, bro. They not bending the rules that much for Jorge, especially after the fact that he's wanting
definitely close.
Definitely close.
Yes,
bro, you wildin'.
He is definitely close. He's if not number 2, he's number 3 right now.
Who's 2? If he's 3,
probably Habib.
You think Jorge is number 3? Nah.
Yes.
Bro. Prisoners of the moment. And it sounds like I'm hating Jorge though. That's all. I want it to seem like that.
No, that's what the sport as far as being a draw is being a prisoner of the moment. It's just hype for this particular moment and the hype following this person. That's all that is. And I don't even like talking about draws. I hate that so much. I don't care as me as an individual. I don't care if they did 0 buys. I just want to see the fight. I don't care about none of that. But looking forward as from a business perspective, I have to say and talk about draws.
And right now you'll say he's 3.
Yes.
If John Jones fight, if John Jones
say John Jones not fighting.
I'm saying if John Jones fights this year, not even. I'm talking about household names, bro. Conor and John Jones, as far as UFC fighters, are 2 household names. Period. Jorge Masvidal is not a household name yet.
What does that have to do with what I'm saying?
I'm saying, how can he be a bigger draw than someone that's already a household name?
When is the last time John Jones did 1.3 million?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we could probably. I don't know. I'm pretty sure him and DC bouts were pretty high. I don't know if they was 1.3, but I'm pretty sure they was up there, close.
Mm-hmm.
We can pull it up. I mean, is that?
Are you asking me to pull it up?
I'm saying we can. I mean, we can look at the numbers. This man been champion for X amount of years. I mean, only makes sense to me.
John Jones' highest estimated PPV bout number was 860,000 buys. That was his rematch versus DC. He had never broken 1 million buys, bro. Come on.
Again, you got to think about it, bro. 3 championships is on the line. This is, what's that? Brazil, Russia, Africa. These are big. Yes. And it was not trending. It was not trending to be as high as it was until Masvidal got on the card. I'm agreeing with you. There are other factors. There's Fight Island. There's no other sports. It was a stack hard top to bottom, but it was not trending to be as high of a pay-per-view hit until Masvidal got on the card. It could also have been the drama factor. People love drama. It's a lot of factors to it, bro.
It is a lot of factors to it, but you also have to factor in that Masvidal could be a draw.
I'm not. I'm saying 3 or 2.
No, you're not. I'm saying you're not.
I'm saying I'm not. I don't think he's 2 or 3. That's what I'm disagreeing with.
Okay, who is 2 or 3?
I just told you, Conor, Habib, John, and then I have to look at the rest of the roster. I mean, it's tough. I just can't give him 3, bro. I can't give him over John. If John does something today, it'll be trending. Period.
Yes, if Jorge does anything today, it'll be
trending. After the fact. I'm talking about before. Before Ben Askren. Before Ben
Askren, no, you can't say that. But I'm talking about right now. You could say that. That's what we're bro. I don't even care. I don't care about draws. I honestly don't care. Anyway, I think it's going to be Burns versus Usman next.
Yeah, he's
I want Jorge to fight Leon Edwards. I want that fight, and that's a big fight, but I don't know what they can do for it because it's not going to be for a belt, but it should headline a card. So I don't know how they're going to main event that. It has to be 5 rounds. I don't want to see that as a 3-round fight. It has to be 5 rounds.
If they do make that fight, how are they going to sell it to Leon? You win this fight, you get a title shot?
Yes. Because he's already not getting a title shot. They just announced it's going to be Gilbert Burns.
Let's put him in a tough spot, man. Well, I mean, not really, because he was
on a big podcast. He said he was going to take one more fight if they're going to do Gilbert Burns. He said it was going to be one more fight.
Yeah, because he was slated to fight Tyron Woodley anyway, so it wouldn't be that big of a thing to sell. How soon you think? Let's say both parties are willing. How soon do you think they'll be able to make that fight?
It depends on when they make the Gilbert Burns fight.
They should make them close together. I
think Jorge will want it to be close together.
A lot of ifs, man. Him.
It's really one if. Just him winning versus Leon Edwards, which is a tough fight.
That's a big if in itself.
That's a tough fight. People sleeping on Leon Edwards. He got the best clinch in the game, bro. The best in the game. It's a tough fight.
He's super well rounded. Like I know I was bagging on Neil Magny before about being well rounded. Was it Neil Magny or was it it was Bilal Muhammad. Leon Edwards well roundedness is a different level, bro.
No, bro. Leon Edwards has an expertise in one level. Just the
elbows after the clinch. Elbows after the clinch.
Bro, they clinch, bro. Just like DJ Mighty Mouse. His clinch game is top notch. Leon Edwards is right there, bro. That clinch is nasty because it's like, do you close the distance? Do you stay away and you're just a kickboxing belt? Or do you try to pressure into him and you might have a wrestling advantage because so you try to pressure in to do some jiu-jitsu and stuff. He's getting elbowed in the head.
Yeah.
He's like, dang.
I think
it's tough, but yeah.
That Rafael Dos Anjos bout was perfect at that.
Yeah, that Gunnar Nelson one. He rocked Gunnar Nelson bad. Gunnar Nelson didn't know where he was. It just happened pretty close to the end of the round, and he was asking his corner. He was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh man.
I think Gunnar finished strong though. That fight.
Yeah. Leon had no guard at all. Once Gunnar got on top of him, he sliced through that man like butter. Ended up in the mount. It has to be that next.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
That was completely accidental, but it made a lot of sense if we had sponsors right now.
It would. That would be fire.
Oh, it's fire.
In due time, man.
Want to talk about what happened this week? The Kattar versus Ige card.
Let's play a little catch up real quick.
Okay.
Since we on Fight Island, Peter Yan and Jose, your thoughts?
My thoughts was I was surprised that Aldo came out throwing leg kicks. It was the first time in a while.
Yeah, you're talking all that stuff. He don't throw leg kicks no more.
Yeah, 100% came out. Initially he was trying to throw hands. Then he found some success with the leg kicks. Like, I think after the first two, you could tell Jan was hurting with that leg, and so he kept going to it. And then from there, Jan had to fight the whole entire fight, basically from southpaw. But Jan is actually pretty good from southpaw, and would just coming straight down the pipe with left hand, just straight through on Aldo. So that was very fun. And at the end, it would just you could tell Aldo wanted to quit. Jan took him down with this. He took him down, and Aldo completely just went to guard and wasn't even trying to stand up. He wasn't trying to do anything. He was just taking hits, and then he turtled up, taking way too many hits. The referee was just looking at him like, I guess he gonna die today. But he eventually stopped the fight.
No, it's a championship bout. Y'all talking about Dominic Cruz. And then it's a championship bout, and y'all let it go, and then y'all see what happens.
That was more than enough, though. It was, I think someone counted 43 strikes, 43 or 53 strikes unanswered. So yeah, that's too much. Let's keep it in the 20s. How about that? Can we just do 20 strikes?
Shoot,
20? Come on.
So a couple more for Henry, and it would have been okay. I think he was at like 14 or something.
10 more. About 10, 15 more. Yeah, we can do that. That's cool.
Man, y'all be flip flopping, bro.
No, I'm not flip flopping.
Y'all be flip flopping for y'all guys, bro.
We give him 20 shots to the head. Hey, bro, we got to call the fight.
Whatever. Yeah, I think you said it well. I was gonna say something. Yeah, he wanted to quit in the first round too. Wasn't it the first round when he got blasted?
Yeah. Got hit in the first round. And he did the same thing versus Max. Like, he gets hit and then he goes down, but it's not like he's scrambling to get up or scrambling to try to get a single leg or something. He's just like, oh snap, I'm losing. And just like trying to just play, like a seated guard, but without doing anything, just trying to defend.
Yeah, I was really impressed by Peter Yan. He pretty much like you said, he absorbed some leg kicks. Them leg kicks had some spice on it. And I felt like it was kind of like towards the end of the second round, that's when he had to switch it up. End of the second and then the third, he was pretty much all southpaw. And to me, I feel like that's when Jose was kind of doing better to me.
Oh yeah, he was doing much better once Jan had to go southpaw, because like Jan wasn't as good defensively. So he was eating a lot more shots from southpaw, but he was still able to be offensive enough to land on Jose, because Jose just tires out. I mean, that's always been his thing. Like, even when he was undefeated for 9 years, people always say like he would get a lead early in the fights and then just coast through the later rounds. But you can't do that when you're losing and popped in the face. So you're already exhausted. So it's tough.
How do you feel about Jan, or do you feel Jan can be a dominant champion? How do you feel him faring?
I don't feel that way at all. I don't feel that way at all. I think Jan loses his next fight regardless of who he goes against. I think he definitely should go against Aljamain Sterling. It 100% makes the right sense to beat Aljamain Sterling. I don't understand who else they're going to give it to. But whatever.
But Dana not ready to commit that to Aljo.
Bro, Dana does not want to do the Aldo fight. Like, he didn't just beat Corey Sandhagen in a minute, 2 minutes, or something like that. Come on, bro.
But who else would he do it? I guess Cody? I mean, you gonna give Cody another shot at it?
No, can't be Cody. It has to be Marlon, maybe.
Oh, heck no.
Right? Right? He's on a 1-fight winning streak that you gave to Aldo because you said, oh, he didn't really lose that fight. So come on, bro. Like, right now, technically, Marlon is the number 1 contender. Aljamain is second.
I thought Marlon wanted some smoke with Dom. I would like that fight.
He does. He wants that fight. I love that fight. That fight would be crazy.
I think Marlon wins that fight, but I still like to see it.
Probably. That would be a good fight.
But yeah, Aljo versus Yan. I just think Aljo is just too much in that division. I think he's just too much, man. Yeah, he got caught against Marlon, but if they run that fight back, I think it goes differently.
Yan just doesn't move enough for me. I can see Aldo just making it a really boring fight and just moving around and just staying on the outside. Yan is just trying to just pressure people into the fence and to just like this what do they call that training? Where you like sit in a tire with your lead foot and y'all just exchange punches. That's what he does. Like the boxing drill where you just sitting in a tire with your lead foot and just throwing. That's what Yan wants us to be. But if you just move on the outside and just keep moving and just hit on him with a jab, he has nothing. He doesn't run up to you. He doesn't try to switch it up or do anything. He just tries to come forward into, about a foot away from you and start throwing shots 1-for-1. I don't think that will work against Aljamain.
Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of push kicks.
Yeah, he's just gonna get kicked a lot, and if he tries to come in high, he's gonna get a takedown. That's how I see that going. I don't think Aldo can finish him, but I think he can definitely win a decision against him. But yeah, people are saying Peter Yan is just some unbeatable thing. It's like he wins and he's winning well, but I still don't see what makes him special to me.
I would say he impressed me. Well, I don't think he's something special. I didn't think he would do that. I didn't think he would win in every department. Wrestling.
And he got a leg kicked by Jose Aldo in 2020, bro. Come on. Got his leg tore up, bro.
Well, he started checking them, and that's why he stopped throwing them. He started checking them after the fact.
He stopped throwing them because he went to southpaw.
And when he third and fourth round, he was getting his kicks checked. I remember it vividly. Most was getting checked, and he stopped throwing them after that. Where does Aldo go from here?
If they don't give Marlon Cruz, it'll be Cruz. It'll be Aldo versus Dominic Cruz.
That's an interesting bout to call.
Yeah. And it will get a lot of fans, older hardcore fans will want to watch that.
I would like to watch that. I couldn't even call that off the top of my head.
Exactly. So yeah, people will want that.
Cool.
After that, he probably retired.
Yeah, he's looking pretty old, bro. Even though he's like, 32?
But he's not actually old. That's what's so funny. He's 33. He's younger than Masvidal. He's younger than most of these guys.
All them years fighting, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Or something going on. And not enough acai. Some not acting right. I don't know. Moving up. Your boy I said moving up a weight class. Your boy Alexander. Was it a robbery or was it not?
What you think about it?
Bro, I don't know what's up with these two. I don't know what's up with these two. I know what's up with Max and Alexander Holloway. I mean, Alexander Volkanovski, but I always fall asleep when they fight. Like before not during the fight, but before the fight, that's the second time I fell asleep. I fell asleep and then I woke up in a panic thinking that I missed everything, but I woke up right when Jorge and Usman was getting introduced. But I missed their fight. I watched it a little bit. I didn't watch it how I would like to watch it, but I did skim through it the other day, and from what I've seen, from what I've seen, I would go with Max the first three. The first 2.5, and the last, the fourth and the fifth will go to Alex, just due to the fact of the takedowns, and but was it a robbery? It's tough. It's tough about the call either way, man.
Yeah, it was. If you watch the fight, what lost Max the fight was the end of the fifth round. At the end of the fifth round, Alexander came in. He was trying to get another takedown. This would have been the third in that round, I think. No, yeah, it would have been the third in that round. And he came in trying to get the takedown. Max stuffed it, and then Max tried to get his own takedown.
Mm-hmm.
And doing that, Alex reversed it, and Max ended up on the bottom. So Alex ended up getting that takedown. That is what won him the round, and that is what won him the fight. That last, at the end, Max was just stuffed the takedown. So he was like, all right, it's the end of the round, it's the end of the fight. I'm gonna put a punctuation on this takedown and get it myself. As he tried to do that, Alex reversed it on him, and Max ended up being on the bottom. So that's what lost him the fight, in my opinion. I think Max won the first 2 rounds. He dropped Alex in both of those rounds, so he won those first 2. Alex won the third, the fourth, in my opinion. It was similar striking stats, but he got the takedown in the fourth. And in the fifth, Max definitely had it. He definitely would have won that round, too, in my opinion. But at the end, he tried to get a takedown, got reversed, ended up on bottom. It just was bad. It just like I watched it with a couple of my fighter friends. I was going crazy, and they were looking at me. They were looking at me like I was insane. But I was like, oh no, because you could see it in his face. He was like, oh no, stuff to take down. I'm gonna get it on him. And he tried and got reversed. It was just like, oh my god.
But I don't like that though. I don't like that a takedown. That just because you got a takedown, but you didn't do anything with it, that amounts to something though, and it sucks that we have to count that because of the judges. The judges see you being on top as something dominant when that's not always the case. Like if I shoot for it, like in his case, you shoot for a takedown and you get reversed or you slip, whatever, and he land up on top. That doesn't mean that he's actually doing like Demetrius and Henry number 2. Yeah, Henry was getting takedowns.
This wasn't that kind of takedown. The last one, I think there was one in the fourth. That was definitely one of those takedowns where you just get a takedown, but it wasn't. You don't do anything with it. I guess I remember he was just holding Max against the fence. Max still got up though. But the final one in the fifth, he was landing a couple shots toward the end of the round. So this one, no matter how you slice it, this one, the final one, you had to count it because he actually did something with it.
I don't think that a takedown finishing a round should be the nail in the coffin though. Not to me, because a lot of you get the fight to the ground. That's just one of many battles that you have to have, rather than cracking somebody or landing a good shot. That should score more than you fighting. It's 30 seconds left. Oh, let me get this takedown so I can actually solidify my win. It's like I don't see it being that way, and that's coming from a grappler. I still don't see that you should go for a takedown to win the fight, or to put a stamp on the fight that's already closed. Especially if you just get the takedown.
These stacks are crazy because the first two, Max definitely had Alex rocked in the first two, and they don't have Alex getting any takedowns. He definitely got takedowns. They don't have him getting any takedowns. It's just funny seeing the stats being wrong. But yeah, I understand what you're saying, but sometimes sometimes it's just like, all right, that's definitely an effective takedown that definitely counts for something. You have to count it. But other times you're just holding and you're not doing anything. Nothing is significant about this takedown. There are strikes that are significant and strikes that are not significant. But if you're not doing anything significant for this takedown, maybe we should put like count it for something, like a non-significant takedown.
Right. And 20 in the first round, 27 significant strikes. You think Alexander really landed 27 significant strikes in the first round? I don't count inside leg kicks as significant.
Especially when Max was definitely just returning them. He was just returning them. He wasn't even trying to like check him or really move out the way. Just like if Alex would kick him, he'll kick right back with the same kick. So he was trying to say, if these count, mine's gonna count too. So that was a great game plan. Like that was, I didn't expect him to have that game plan. I was wondering what was he going to do to counter the leg kicks. He said, "I'm gonna counter them with my own leg kick." So yeah, it was. They should run it back, but they're not. But to me, they should. This is just the highest level. At the highest levels, this is what you get, bro. You're supposed to want this.
It's a hard sell, though. It's a hard sell.
Yeah, it's a hard sell for you because you keep going to sleep. You never seen it.
Nah, bro. It's a hard sell for the whole division. That division is popping.
Oh yeah. That division is just, you don't want to tie the division up.
I do keep falling asleep on it every time.
Get your life together.
Hey, bro, what is going on?
Every time. So if they don't do the rematch, part 3, what does Max go? Who does Max face? The Beat?
Who does Max face? They're doing the Beat versus Yair next.
Really?
Yeah.
It's official?
That's what I read somewhere.
The Beat is gonna smash on him. Why would they do that?
You think so?
Bruh.
Yair really impressed me in his last fight, so. Oh no, it's not official.
Yes. Who against Jeremy? Against Jeremy?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that fight could have been stopped. It definitely should have been stopped.
I wasn't impressed by it. I wasn't impressed in that fight.
I mean, yeah, because Jeremy is freaking Jeremy Stevens. But Yair did some interesting things that just worked, period, to me. The featherweight rankings.
Yeah, they got to do Max as a Beat if they're gonna do Brian.
The Korean Zombie is probably gonna be for the belt next.
Unless they do. Well, I thought he was trying to do Braun Ortega.
Max versus Calvin Kattar, huh?
I thought they were trying to do Braun in Korean Zombie.
Yeah, they were. They're probably gonna forget that and put Alex versus the Korean Zombie. Well, you could do Max versus Calvin Kattar. That would be a sick fight. That would be a nasty fight.
Max wins.
I think Max wins too, but that would still be a nasty fight. They have similar styles.
They do.
I think Max is just better at it. But speaking on that, we can kind of jump into the latest card from yesterday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, rather. No one. Calvin Kattar has an obvious flaw in his style. Not a flaw in the style, but just in what he does. He doesn't really check kicks, and it's hard to check kicks when you're a boxer. You have to plant that lead foot to really get into your boxing. But then Ige, he hit him with a couple kicks. I want to say he hit him with like 15 kicks, and it just was like, I'm not kicking. But in a 5-round fight, 15 kicks that doesn't accrue enough damage to actually affect him. But almost every leg kick he threw, he landed. So it was just like, bro, why don't you keep doing that? And he would do it one time and then run around and then not do it again. He's like, bro, come on. But Calvin is definitely nasty with it.
I seen him working with I think his name, the famous kickboxer. He stopped fighting because he started getting headaches. The Bazooka, middle name.
Oh, Joe Valtellini.
There we go.
Joe, dang, that's gonna bother me.
I can't remember his last name either. Bazooka Joe.
Yeah, Valtellini, Joe Valtellini.
Yeah, I seen him. They had like a vlog or day in the life with Calvin Kattar or something like that, and he was working with him. So you would think that he would have picked up on some of the techniques that Joseph was letting him in on.
Blocking leg kicks. Did you ever see that Renato
I haven't seen
fight?
him yet.
What's man, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was a good fight.
I got like a list of fights that I need to watch, and that's one of them.
What's your list?
I wrote it down. I know one of them is it was a Kron Gracie fight. I got so many sticky notes over here by my bed. I ain't even go through all of them. It's a Kron Gracie versus I think Cub. I wanted to see something in that I think I missed at the time.
How he didn't shoot at all. How he never shot any kind of shot at all. He was just trying to grab him. He didn't shoot a single leg, a double leg, nothing. He was just trying to grab him. And when that didn't work, he started pulling guard. It was like, bro, come on.
He was just getting pieced up from trying to do that BS.
We could talk about how I no longer hate Molly McCann. We can talk about that.
You no longer hate her.
No more hate for me, Molly. No more hate.
Dang, I didn't know every fight on that card went to decision. God dang.
On the main card, yeah. It didn't seem like it as it was happening. Like, it didn't seem like it was a bunch of decisions.
Go ahead on your Molly rant.
Yeah, if we would have done this podcast on Monday, I would have came with a hard Molly rant. Molly McCann going into this fight was on a 3-fight winning streak versus girls who were either 0-1 in the UFC or making their debut in the UFC. That doesn't happen. You don't go on a 3-fight winning streak against people who have never won in the UFC. Like 3 fights in a row against people who have never won in the UFC. Like, come on. And then this girl, Tatia Santos, she was going against was also 0-1 coming into this fight. Again, she was going against a girl who had never won in the UFC. So it was just like, come on, bro. How are you having 4 fights in a row against people who have never run? You could have been on a 4-fight winning streak. Like, so it just really upset me. But he lost the fight, so I'm no longer hating him.
So all you wanted her to do was lose.
Yes, because a 4-fight winning streak in this division, he could have called out for a title shot. Like, you see that against a girl who he could have called out a title shot and never faced anybody that won a fight in the UFC. Like,
but
crazy.
They all was tough girls. Judging by records.
No, they're not.
They weren't no slouches.
Priscilla is the worst fighter in the UFC.
Hold up. I thought we was looking at the girls' records. That's her record. My bad.
No, this is Molly McCain's record.
My bad.
Priscilla is the worst fighter in the UFC, period. Lipsky is one of the worst fighters. He fights this weekend, oddly enough, but whatever. He's, I think, 1-3 or 1-2 in the UFC. The other girl, I can't pronounce her name. She was making her debut, and I think she already got cut. So it was like, come on, bro. Like, what is going on? What is going on? How are you able to keep getting these fights? No one else can get 3-4 fights in a row versus someone who had never won in the UFC. Like, come on. But she ended up losing. She lost everywhere in the fight, the striking and the grappling. She just completely lost the fight. She didn't quit. There was no quit in her, I guess you can say that. But technically, in the skill wise, it was just like, come on, bro, you got nothing. She got mounted multiple times. She was just doing a lot of defending. So yeah, it just was upsetting to me that you could see someone that wasn't technically good, but was on a win streak and could have gone for a title shot. It's just like, come on. She really could have called out for a title shot without winning against someone that has a win in the UFC.
Don't judge her journey, man.
Yeah, right.
Don't judge her journey.
But I have relinquished my hate. No more hate for Molly.
Meatball Molly. And some of those fights, she even got pieced up pretty bad. I'll swell up, all kind of stuff. And these ain't even...
Yes.
What else we got?
I'll leave it. We'll talk about them on our next fight. But there are two dudes that impressed me on this card, but we'll talk about them on our next fight. I'll bring it up. This weekend's card with your boy as the co-headliner, your co-main.
Kelvin, let's get it.
Who you got in that?
I think Joseph Duffy fighting.
Yo.
Davey Ramos.
Like his second fight in like 3 years. In 3 years, this will be his third fight.
Who I got one in that bout. It depends. It depends if Kelvin lets Jack Hermanson get too far in the grappling exchanges. Similar to what he did with Chris Weidman, or against Chris Weidman. If he sinks too deep into that grappling exchange, he probably
think he let Chris do that.
No, he didn't
let Chris Weidman do that.
Not let. I'm just saying that if it gets to that in the fight, I think he gonna drown. So I would rather him keep it standing. If he keeps it standing, it's an easy bout for him. But he has to watch out for that overhook shoot situation. I think he'll be prepared for it. If it stays standing, it's gonna be a pretty bad night for Jack. Because all he really has is a jab. Other than that, I mean, everything else is goodbye to me.
Yeah, I think Kelvin definitely has the advantage striking wise, but some things that Kelvin does kind of feeds into what Jack does grappling wise. So that's probably the most interesting part to me, but I think I'll say standing, and Kelvin will just land a 1-2 with the left. It'll be lights out. Andre Pantoja is fighting on this card. That's going to be a good scrap. Another flyweight.
Oh yeah, that's your boy. You like him?
Yeah, I definitely like him. The Davey Ramos fight versus Armand, bruh. That's the second fighter tonight. That's gonna be a crazy fight. Both of those guys have lost to Islam Makhachev.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them have lost to him. But Armand put on a very good show versus Islam. I think Armand is going to do some damage to Davi, even on the ground. Like, Davi is a ADCC world champion, but his strength is definitely being on top. But I think Armand can put him on his back and start doing some work.
Be a good bout.
Who you got in the main event?
Hey, that's crazy. I'm watching this old video of Max Holloway. I never seen it. And he was a blonde.
You never seen it when he was like a child?
No, I never seen it. Who I got in the main event? I still think Figueiredo wins. I think he still wins, man. I don't see Joseph winning. Like, I just don't. I think it's going. I don't know if he'll get finished, but maybe he will get finished. I just see him losing. 100% losing.
How do you 85% lose? What does that look like?
Sam, I feel like you can say someone they have a 70% chance to me of losing. I'm saying
you got no shot.
I'm saying he's 100% losing to me.
Wow, it's crazy.
How does he win?
He can win. He won the first round in their last fight. He won their first round. If he just stays outside and just circles a lot, Davidson wants to exchange because he does much stronger hitter. He has a chin on him. He gets cracked and it just walks through him like it's nothing. Like nothing. I mean, like, get your little flyweight hands out of my face. That's how he fights. Like, he just does not respect any power coming back. If Joe can just, stay on the outside and kind of frustrate him and kind of make him exchange, but he doesn't stay there, it can happen. But Joe's style is just running into people. He just blitzes in and switches stance, and that's what he does. He doesn't do much else. He hits the same movements all day. Where as long as the fight goes, it's going to be the same movement. It might be a left body kick, or it's going to be a run up, switch stance, right hand. That's like all he does. So I think I'm going to have to agree with you. I think he's going to run up, switch stance, and get caught. That's what I think is going to happen.
And this is your boy.
Hey, man, I don't want it to be that way. I would love for Joe to get a win. I would love for Joe Jitsu to come through, but I
was on Twitter, and some dude was just going in on the flyweights, bro. Just ragdolling them. He was like, "Man, I'm so sick of the flyweights. I just wish they go ahead and scrap that division. Little midgets fighting." And then people was like defending it. And he was saying, "Oh, what they gonna do next? Make a 75-pound division for men?" Going in. I'm like, bruh, where have you been? I think the lowest men's division in boxing is like what, 119 or something? It's
something like that. Yeah.
It's not that far-fetched for little guys to be fighting, bro. I guess I took offense to it because I'm closer to that weight. But it's like, bro, it's obviously one of the most energetic fights to watch. There's not many lows in a pretty much 45 on down. You don't get that many lows in a fight. A heavyweight? Go ahead.
The flyweights got the fight in the night last card. So
the last card.
Your boy Ryan Benoit and Tim Elliott.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it.
Oh no, they didn't get a fight of the night. They should have got fight of the night, but
I that was one of the fights I was dozing off on. Yeah, crazy that I've been saying this. I've been preaching this for quite some time. People that think that just because you look at their weight on the little presentation card and it says 125 and you thinking that you weigh like you think about your weight, you like, oh, I weigh 168 and he 125 fighting, I'll crush him. Can't do nothing with me. And you do nothing. You don't do nothing. You go to work and you go home. You don't train. But in your male ego brain, you like, I weigh more than him. I'll crush him. It's like, bro, your reality is warped. And I think that's why the flyweights don't get that kind of respect, is because they weigh so light. And just the flyweight don't even sound intimidating. Like flyweight. It don't even have a nice ring
compared to featherweight. Compared to featherweight,
neither sounds great, but when you say featherweight and then you see 145,
lightweight, one of the best divisions in the UFC.
But I'm saying when you look at it, when you see lightweight, but it's 155, that's at least close to somebody that can maybe do something with you. 125, if you look at that, you like, that's a girl weight. That's a woman's weight when you look at it on paper, on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying a 155er, if a male weighs 155 and you 170, you're not asking to catch a right hook from him. You not, but you thinking, not you per se, but the dude with the belly eating Cheetos and drinking a beer, watching the fights, if he weighs 170 and he sees somebody throwing a hook that's 125, I don't think he'll be as intimidated in his head. It's like, oh, whatever. That's how I look at it. That's why I think Dana and other men, they don't really gravitate towards the flyweight.
Yeah, it's definitely funny hearing you say that, because flyweights will literally run around someone that doesn't train. If you don't train, you go against a flyweight. It's constant just movement and getting punched in the face. That's all it will be. And then you'll get taken down. You'll get taken down. You'll get punched in the face more. It happens too fast. It would just be like, what's going on? They're just too quick. Flyweights are a handful.
They are. Look at the amount of movement that DJ does. It's insane.
Yeah. For 5 rounds, multiple times, like it's nothing. You have freaking 45ers that can't go 3 rounds. You have freaking the beat that dies at the end of every fight in the 3rd round. He just dead.
He barely hanging on, bro.
Barely hanging on, bro.
And he's a slender guy. You would think that he would actually have, cardio of some sort, but
you be like, God damn, out of here.
Is that a testament to, you think, his conditioning trainer, or it's just a genetic thing? Do you think cardio is a genetic thing?
I think it's a testament. Yeah, Lomachenko fights at 132. It's a testament to his striking and grappling selection. Like, the things that he elects to do require a lot of energy, but that's also what allows him to win. So it's a double-edged sword in that effect. I think if he fought more methodically and just 1-2s and just low kick every now and then, that kind of stuff, it probably would be on par with other fighters. But because he just has a higher pace, he has like the second highest pace, the second highest output in their division. Max has the first, and then there's the beat. But he just throws so much more, and he just throws jumping kicks, throws big knees and all this kind of stuff, spin kicks all day. So I think it's just a product of that. But like I said, that's what allows him to win. So you have to take the good with the bad.
Hopefully they don't scrap the division after this bout. I mean, why would they make the bout the main event if they did have plans of that, I would say. I guess because
they're not
it's a championship fight.
They're not discrepant.
One day,
unless something crazy happens and they both get DQ'd or something, then they're gonna be like, "Oh, forget it."
but knockout, or to Tony Ferguson,
or like, something happened.
We'll see. I just wish the flyweights got more respect, man. That's all.
Literally, flyweight is the first fight on the main card and the main event, so it definitely means something.
Got a heavyweight bout. How you feel about that one?
You got a heavyweight opening the show and a light heavyweight. Just nasty. You just don't care, bruh. It's disgusting. What you do training wise this week?
Training this week has been cool. I've been on that wave of defensive mindedness, and it has resulted to me getting tapped a lot more, for sure. So much to the point where this could be obsessive, whatever. But I've been writing down who was it and what they got me in. I have a calendar. I bought a calendar, and I'm documenting it, bro. I'm literally who was it, how they do it, the setup, the whole nine. If I remember, my memory not that great, so I just rather write it down. And
imagine buying a calendar in 2020, like you don't have a smartphone.
I don't like the phone. I don't like the phones. I like to write stuff down for the simple fact that I can always carry it with me. I'm gonna change phones every year, and I'm not gonna get a Google Calendar. And I like stuff tangible. I like writing stuff down, so then X amount of years ago, I can look back and see what I was talking to myself about. A phone, it doesn't have that kind of essence. To me, it's my personal thing, and I get a better sensation writing it. It's just me. It's not just me, but it's my preference.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's been fun. I had to swallow the ego. The first day was harder. I text you. I told you, hey man, this may not be for me. That's such a common thing you hear from me, bro. I swear it is.
I know, bro. That's all it is. I just disregard it. Like, all right, yeah, bro. It happens on anything new. You just like, oh, bro, fuck this.
Why? So I had a little resistance towards it at first, and as the days gone on, the more I've gotten comfortable with it, and now I'm to the point where I'm fine. I'm comfortable losing. I'm comfortable being in bad positions. I'm comfortable getting tapped. I'm comfortable getting tapped because I'm looking at it differently. I'm like, yo, all right, I don't know what to do from here. So if I don't know what to do from here, obviously I would want to learn what to do next. And it's like their Floyd approach. Floyd, defensive mastermind. When you're a defensive mastermind, you can go up to these different weight classes and compete with these guys bigger than you because you know that they're not going to be able to touch you. It's a similar thing in grappling. If you may be smaller than someone, but if you know your defense is A1, what can they possibly do to you? It's simple. Your defense A1. Yeah. That's what I've trying to kind of like switch the mindset and start thinking about it that way. And it's helped a lot.
Has there been anything that you've tapped to and had to submit to that you were like, oh man, I actually know the defense for that, but I just missed out or whatever? Does that happen?
Yeah, I've tapped to triangles, arm bars. Yeah, it's certain things where you'll be in a submission, and I'll be thinking about how I want to escape it, and by then it's too late. By then it's too late.
You have to make it more reaction than having to think about it, or what's the solution for that?
More reps. You may know it, but your body doesn't know it. So like you're saying, just when fighters get knocked out, sometimes you see them coming up for a single leg, coming up for a double leg. And it's not because they're thinking to do that. Their body is just programmed to do that at this point because they've done it so many times. I want to get it to that level where I'm not even thinking about it. My body is doing it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're just kind of running on autopilot and already know the escape. You don't have to think about it, especially things like chokes or something like that. It's hard to think about, all right, where do I go from here? What do I do from here? While your brain is losing oxygen. It's like, we can't think right now, dog.
Yep. Y'all been training? Or y'all still doing that COVID
Yeah,
procedure?
I actually just came from training. I've been getting the
Friday night?
Yeah. Just came from training. I usually never train on Friday, but just came.
Y'all have a class at Friday night?
No, it was just me and a group and a couple guys just got together. Not a class.
At the gym?
Say.
That's dope.
Yeah. Kind of having to take training into my own hands in that way, like just meeting up because we don't officially have classes, so we're just going. We're just bring it's us. We're just rolling around, and it's not the best because I'm not gonna say I'm the best in the group. If I'm not the best in the group, I'm pretty high on the list. So the competition isn't as great as I would want it to be. Like I wouldn't, in a perfect world, I wouldn't want to be in the top, I don't know, 30%. I want to be in the middle and just barely surviving to try to get better and reach higher growths and higher levels. But that's not the case right now. But I'm working with what I got.
So how y'all getting access if these not like top level guys?
Because the gym is open, but it just no classes, or the gym is still open at the pretty much the normal times. It's just no grappling or jiu-jitsu classes. They're like it's open for like if you wanted to do weights or something like that. That's what it's technically open for. But, yeah,
but if
it's open,
it's y'all doing like some underground stuff. Like y'all not supposed to be doing that, but y'all doing it anyway.
Exactly.
If y'all was caught, you think he would say something or no?
No. No, it's kind of hard to miss grown men grinding like that.
Well, I just because it sounds like y'all kind of like doing it covertly.
Yeah, I mean, just we can't broadcast it. We can't just like show that we're doing this.
Gotcha.
It can't be known that we're doing this. But yeah, we've been caught.
What do you mean by you working with what you got? What are you doing? This seems like this would be perfect for you to work on your defense.
Oh yeah, it's great working on defense. I got caught yesterday with an armbar, which is the first time in a while. Last week I got caught in the darts. This week I got caught in the armbar. But technically, the wall was in my way. I was trying to do the corkscrew escape. We were up against the wall, the cage, the wall rather, and I couldn't move. So I tried it. I was trying to move. I was like, oh, I'm stuck. I tried to fight it for a while, but I had to submit. But it's fun. Defensively, I'm doing everything I want. Probably could work on escaping from north-south a little bit more. That's just an annoying position for me because it's like side control just much easier to escape than north-south. North-south, you don't really have a fear of being submitted, but it just, if they want to just keep you there, they can. So it's pretty annoying. I got to work on escaping from there. But yeah, I'm doing everything I want. Trying to get some back controls, some back attacks, and doing that. And that's it. That's all I got. Oh, I've been hitting a lot of darts. I know that. I don't know what that's about either. But
One thing I want to say is escaping north south. You more so got to escape it through their collarbone. You gotta get your knees in between you and their collarbone. That's pretty much the entry point to escaping north south. But I lost my train of thought. What's I finna say? Oh yeah. So with you being, let's say you working on your defense or you being defensive minded, at what point do you know when to work on your offense?
When someone messes up on anything, when I escape anything, and then I will go on offense. But like I said, I usually just let people choose whatever position or whatever. I just sit there and they think they're passing my guard. They're trying to do some extravagant pass. And they're like, bro, I'm not moving at all. You literally just hop wherever you want. But after they try their first series of attacks and I'm able to escape, and then I would start working on my offense.
So you're not spending entire rounds defending everything.
Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I do that, particularly if I'm tired. But most of the time, it's you get first dibs on position. You get first dibs on what you choose to attack. After that, I escape, and then bam, we're going on offense.
That's interesting. That's funny that you say that, because I feel like when I'm exhausted or when I'm tired, I would rather be on the offensive side. Defense, I got to worry about people getting chest to chest, people putting their body weight on me, people cranking on my joints, and I'm trying to tuck. To me personally, I always would rather be on offense. I rather get like a hidden arm or a front headlock and just sit on somebody's head until they make a mistake and then get in side control and then just go with the motions rather than them or me defending whatever they attacking me with. I would never want to be tired and somebody attacking me, because then I'm going to be more likely to submit.
I'm the total opposite. I think I can defend tired more than anything. I can sit and I can force you to just stay in side control for, I don't know, 15 minutes if I want to.
Cool, but you tired and they chest to chest squeezing on you, cross facing you. That don't make you more tired.
No, I'm already here. Your body weight is just on top of me. I've done that so many times. I've been here so many times. It doesn't affect you. I'm not trying to push you off. Maybe if I were trying to get up or push you off or anything, then yes, that would be exhausting, more exhausting. I'm trying to fight it back. But if I'm just laying there, I can go to sleep. With a girl on top of me. I don't care. I don't care, bro. Man.
We differ big time in that area. I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, yo, I don't know how people get tired and just sit here, bro. I'd rather do anything than be on bottom tired.
Like unless lay there.
Unless I'm in half guard. If I'm in half guard, cool, but not side controller, mount, back. Nope.
So what are you doing this weekend?
I just came back from swimming. That was cool. I can't swim, so I don't know if it was technically swimming. I was just.
How can you not swim?
I'm black, bro. The stereotypes.
What's that? I'm black. I'm blacker than you, bro.
The stereotypes are true.
I'm literally blacker than you, and I can swim, bro.
Well, stereotypes don't mean it goes for all. It just means it goes for most.
Right. Gotta learn how to swim. The planet is 70% water, bro. Come on.
Nobody care about that.
Okay.
What, you gonna go? We gonna be afloat one day? I don't think I would be around for that.
Hey, bro, climate change, bro. You don't know what can happen.
Climate change.
Then you messed up because you can't swim.
Climate change ain't real. And even if you can't swim, what you gonna do? You gonna swim for the rest of your life? Like, what the? You can't get.
I can swim to the next part of land or next building or something that can survive on.
Bruh.
You just gonna be stuck and die because the roads flooded. The roads flooded, and you just stuck there in your car just looking around.
Well, hey,
that'd be a terrible way to go, dog.
Hey, that sounds like some Armageddon type thing. So, hey,
man, that sounds like Katrina. That's what that sounds like. It happens.
Well, hey, I don't know how to swim. I almost drowned at like 11 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, I said, nope. I don't even take baths because of that, bro. I'm dirty.
I don't even take baths. Because you might drown, bro, in the bathtub, bro.
Hey, people commit suicide that way. You never know.
Oh my God, dog.
You never know, bro.
I don't even take baths, dog. Wow.
Shower me up.
Oh, bro.
But on a more boring note, I just got some little errands and little knickknacks I gotta do that I've been putting off. That's it.
Same.
Hope you have a good weekend. Fight Island. Is this the last fight? Is this last fight week over there? Or are they gonna do another week?
Yeah, I think so. Oh no, they're doing Till versus Whitaker
The following week. July 26th.
26.
Cool. So we still got some more Fight Island to talk about. Anyways, y'all have a good week, man. We'll catch y'all on the flip. Deuce.